Stories of Courtney. I shared a bunch with them as well. I didn't get to coach Courtney because she came over from Most Precious Bloods. This is my first season with her. But I do remember her from last season. And although she couldn't play because she tore her ACL during basketball season, I remember her. And the only reason I do remember her is because she was nothing but smiles. And she still is nothing but smiles. And we laughed over here before because her basketball coach when she was younger apparently was yelling at her, and she just stood there like, and she still kind of does the same thing, maybe not hands on the hip, but when practice she was fooling around, and I give the silent but deadly look. Parents, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And all the girls would be like, here's Courtney. And I'm like, I'm angry with you. By the time I got that out, I was like, I'm not even angry anymore, because she would just smile and laugh, and she brought such liveliness to my infield in every practice. And I'm not kidding you, when she made these sounds the first practice, I was like, oh, so you started as a sophomore at shortstop? Did you make those sounds too? But in all seriousness, Courtney has been an absolute pleasure to coach. Her bat came alive exactly when we needed it to come alive. Her fielding was almost impeccable. I will never forget that Minnesota game where I think she got every infield ball was hit to her, and she made every play, and they were not easy plays. The Minnesota coach actually called me and complimented her because he said, and I quote, "One play was better than the next, which was better than the next, which was better than the next." And I couldn't do anything but agree with him, because it was exactly what we needed. And without her at shortstop that game, we might not have been in the same position, beating them 2-0. And Courtney, it's been a pleasure to talk about personality between the three of them, getting them in a room together. They wouldn't stop talking. And it's been a pleasure to coach you and get to know you and watch you play softball. Yeah,
I'd just like to say to Court that, when she came up as a sophomore, she was taking over a position that a young lady named Maggie Cox had for 5 years. Maggie Cox was it. And I can remember saying to her, one of the first or second practices, we're not asking you to be Maggie Cox. We're asking you to be Courtney Fisher. Just relax. And a calm came over her, and she just took off from there. And then to have an unfortunate injury that she had in her junior year and miss that entire year, to come back and pick it up again, that doesn't happen very often. I've been around sports for a lot of years, seen a lot of injuries, and seen people that miss important parts of their career. And your junior year in softball is kind of everything in terms of where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and she was smart enough to know that. A lot of girls would have folded and said, probably my college career is not going to happen. I lost that junior year, which we all know is the most important. So to come back and put it all behind you, Court, and play the way you did this year shows a lot about your character. And I'm sure you get that from your family, and I'm sure everybody's very proud of you, as we are. Thank you.
I don't worry, you have plenty.